Okay, I got this adjusted. I tightened those up in there just so that they were stuck out, just the head. Okay, put that back in. I have not checked it yet. And I think I'm going to leave it whatever it looks like now. Hey, see there? I think I'm going to leave that. Okay, it's just slightly big, but that will allow enough room if it ever does sag. Let's say it sags 1/16 of an inch. It's still going to be fine, right? It sags over time. That's fine. Okay, and the weather stripping. Once I put the weather stripping on, that's gonna protect everything. And see, the gap is a little bit less now, isn't it? Down in here. And I think I'm going to leave that. I don't think I'm going to do anything more to that. Okay, so that's how you can fix that. And funny thing, when I put this door back in, initially when I did before I painted any of the doors inside, I opened and closed them all, checked to see which ones I needed to adjust if they were sagging. Okay, I fixed all kinds of doors inside here, downstairs, upstairs. The ones that were sagging, the ones that had a bigger gap, I thought, okay, after I get them painted and after I get them installed, if it has a big gap, I can always fix it later. Okay, and you see this here? Look how big this gap is. See? That's big up there. Now, it looks like whoever installed this door jamb, it's probably got a slight bow to it too. But you see down there? That's about the gap I want. All right? And I look at this and I see that I could slide it over that way. All right? So what do you suppose I'm going to do? Yeah, same thing I just did for this one. Same thing. I'm gonna take this out of here. Now this door here, because it's a solid, hollow core door, it's not going to be as hard for me to do this. Okay. In fact, maybe I'll just do it while you're right here. And get my drill ready and my screws. I got a couple 1.25 inch drywall screws here, and if I have to prop the door up after I get done, I can do that. But this door is really not going to sag very much. It's a hollow core door. It's not 3 foot wide. I'm gonna see how wide this garage door was. It was probably 3 foot wide. Yeah, it was. Now see this one here, 30 inches. And it's only 1 3/8 instead of 1 3/4, and it's hollow. Okay, I should be able to take this out. Okay, I'm gonna kind of open this door just a little, and I want to be kind of careful with this. So I'm going to kind of hold on there and see if I can get it without buggering up the paint on the hinge. Okay, like that. Now I'm gonna drill some holes. Now see, these screws are fairly close to the edge, so I'm gonna have to raise this one up a little bit and get it fairly close, but not too close. I'll have to see where to go. Maybe about right in, probably right in there. And maybe about like that. Okay. See, you gotta get them towards the outside, but not too close. And I'm gonna first get it tight. Now see, that started cracking right there. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. Slightly cracking because These are 3.5-inch hinges. They're not as long. They don't stick over as far. And I'm just going to make that snug like that. Okay. I think. And now I can flop that back over. It looks like that's going to line up fine. I got to do this first one here to suck that in tight to the wood. These two aren't going to be tight to the wood. They're only going to be up to the sheetrock, right? They're only going to be up to this sheetrock screw. That one's snug there. And where's my... Got to make sure this is that's in. See, this one's slightly trickier because it's not as long as a hinge. Okay, I got to get that tight. See, it wasn't tight. There. Now it's tight, snug. This one's snug because the other two are kind of propped out, right? So when I put these two screws in, they're only going to go up tight to the screw underneath. Obviously, as you can see. Just make it snug. Okay. Now that's pooched out at an angle. You're seeing firsthand how to do this. No tricks, no tricks. Let's just get this door closed now. Let's see what that gap's going to be like. Okay, let's see. Hopefully it's not going to be too close. Oh, look at that. It's too close. Look at that. And see, even by it being as close as it is, see how much of a gap I got in the middle? That's because whoever installed this door frame, it has a bow to it this way. Do you see? And so what does that mean? That means I've got to take this back out. I've got to undo those screws. But you get the point, right? Normally that would fix it. But I'm going to have to do something slightly different. Because I can't just ram those drywall screws in any further like that, because it could split, right? So I'm going to have to rethink this here. You know, I think, yeah, I might have to put the screw in slightly up so it's not so, yeah, see, this one's tricky because I don't have much room. I got to have enough room to angle out. I think I got to leave those there, but I've got to get a bigger drill bit. Put a bigger drill bit on there and countersink, but not all the way, you know, for the screws, for the drywall screws. So if I can get the head, my drill bit, see a big fat one, the same size as the head. And just do that just a little on the wood. Not too much, mind you. Just a little, so some of the head goes in, but some of it sticks out. I could even put this in reverse and kind of push on it. See? After I get it started, now maybe I can get it in just a hair further. So it's still slightly sticking out, but not very much. You know, I think I'm gonna have to go. I got a bigger drill bit. I'm just gonna keep the camera running. Let's just see. Sorry about that. Yeah, this one's trickier because I don't have much room here to work. There. I don't think I should go any further. Okay, you see what I'm doing? That's gonna let me push that screw head in just a hair further. I almost want the head flush with the wood, and just the tip of it stuck out. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling that. That's all right. Just that little bit. I think that's gonna do it. Let's just see. And this looks pretty straight. See, I can just pull that over. Because it's a hollow core door. See. Like that. Because I've done it a couple times, I don't want to tighten that way. I want to just do it by hand. Okay. I think that's going to do it. I kind of think that's going to do it. We'll see. We'll see. You'll see what I see. Let's see if I can't live with that. Okay, see? See there? I moved it a little, didn't I? I moved it in a little bit, but it's not as far as it used to be out. I let it stick in a little. And, you know, could I loosen that just a hair more? Yeah, I probably could. You just have to decide. Do you want to mess? How much longer do you want to mess with it? And is that door ever going to sag? Chances are that door's never going to sag because it's a hollow core door, right? So let's just see what we can do. This is your training class. Okay, I'm going to unscrew it just to, you know, only that far. Well, like that. I think that's it. All right, that's all I'm going to do. Look at that. I've done it so many times that screw is not holding now. Isn't that a pain? Because they're so small. I'm gonna have to get some longer screws, but for the time being, I'll get a drywall, an inch and 5/8 drywall screw to suck that in. Do you see what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, see, it's doing that because there's hardly any room because I got to push that in. So take a, I got an 1 5/8" drywall screw, and that'll hold it in for the time being, right? Until I get some longer. I'd have to go to the store. In fact, I got some of these somewhere. Okay, that are about 2 inches long, and I could put that in there when I get done. In fact, yeah. See, these other ones will be snug once I get them in. Again, you don't want to use the drill for those. See, those are pretty snug. And I could have done that initially with that one. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then take this one out all the way, put a small screw in, because then it wouldn't have made the wood any bigger, because these threads to this drywall screw is about the same size. Does that make sense? I could have done that. But we're gonna close the door now, and we're gonna see what that is, what that looks like, and see if I can live with that. Okay. Now, see there how much closer it is? What do you think? And then see how big it is down there? That's amazing. I hardly did the screw at all, and because I got that big screw in there now, I can I don't like it. I'm gonna ever so slightly tighten those drywall screws. Just hardly anything. Right? It's almost where it was before. Okay, but okay. I'm not gonna mess with it any further. You saw how much I turned it, hardly anything, right? Look at that, it's spinning. Isn't that something? Because I really need a longer screw. And I got some 2-inch. Well, here's my 2-inch. Let's just see how that goes. And what's happening, because I'm so close to the edge, I'm not hitting the wood jamb behind there. You see what I mean? So on that one, I can probably get it with the 1 5/8. I'm just gonna take a drill bit in at a slight angle. Okay. And now I'm hitting the 2x4 behind there. Do you see what I mean? Now this should hit, because before I was hitting just the edge, it's sliding off. So I'm gonna still use the 1 5/8. I'm gonna put it in the hole that I just drilled. And see there? Now I can pull that over. There we go. Like that. Okay. In fact, we could try closing the door without even putting those other 2 screws in, couldn't we? That one's holding it. But just for kicks, go on. See, these 2, I couldn't, even if these two strip, I couldn't really put in longer screws there, because that's within the 1/2 inch. I'd have to really angle them a lot to get them. And see, this one's just strip and spinning. This one's kind of tight. That's the one that's going to hold it. So when I go to the store to get one, I'm going to get at least 1 5/8. And the other screws, even if that bottom one was spinning like it was, it's never going to make this door sag. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, there it is. I think I'm going to have to leave it because if I get any closer at the top, man, see, I like it a little closer in here, but I can't really get it much closer, can I? For when the door closes, the latch into here, the only thing I could do is put something in behind here and kind of cock that slight angle, make this one flush, make sure it doesn't indentate a little bit so I don't have too much of a gap in there. Do you see what I made? All right, so there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, all right. Oh, that's funny. I did it one more time just because now that screw there is sucked into the 2x4, that just kind of pushed it a little bit. So I undid the screw just barely, the ones behind, and I'm liking it. It's like our landscapers are here. And see, on that one, if I really wanted it tight, I'd get some longer screws, angle it at about a 30-degree angle, a 25-degree angle, get some long ones, so even if it misses the outside corner, I can still get it in there. And then once it's in, because these heads are so small, when it's sticking out, once I get it snug, then I can take my hammer and just flatten down the one edge. I've done that before. It works out really good. Wish I had those screws here. I think I've got them at the other house. Okay, so I'll just have to remember what to do. See there? That's good. I'm liking that. That's just a hair closer, but not too close, not too far. And I'm calling that good. Okay? So see, yes, can you adjust doors in and out even if they're not sagging and you need to push it out? Yeah, you can. Or if you need to push this one out, you can. If you need to push this one in, you would suck that hinge over just like how I sucked this over initially by drilling 2 holes up in here, putting the long screws in and all that. Then you can caulk it. So just about any door that's already pre-finished, it's already painted and everything, I can generally fix just about any door out there without shaving off the edge, without goobering up anything, so that when it's all installed and done, you would never know. Okay? That's it for now. And what am I going to talk about next time? Well, it's probably going to have something to do with this door, probably. How to install the weather stripping around here, how to install the door weather stripping shoe at the bottom, how to install a deadbolt, how to install a lever locking handle or lever handle, how to install the strike plates, how to adjust the strike plate. I'll find something, so stick around. There's more to learn. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.